Hello guys, this is Pap from Pap back at it again, and today we are here with the actually a request. So one of you asked for a Trapnui deck, SHIRANUI of course, with traps. So he explicitly asked for Trapnui, so I'm here with those. I actually thought about, you know, some different version, maybe SHIRANUI with Alistair the Invoker, or maybe something different, but in the end, you know what, guys, the request was very clear, so I decided to go with the classic one. And these may not surprise a lot of you, and should not surprise, but the deck is definitely good. And I'm gonna explain to you the reasons in a little bit. Before jumping right into the deck list, guys, just a quick reminder: if you enjoy the content, please leave a like and subscribe. I really appreciate it and really helps me a lot. Let's jump right into it. So I'm here with Odian, and I've chosen the skill Endless Travel. Now I know this was nerfed, and so it does not give you a +1 out of nowhere anymore. Plus it does not let you, refill the deck with all the traps. I know that, but there's there's a reason why I prefer that. So you can decide to play Destiny Draw, but if you do not play any hand trap, it simply feels to me like you're not really in control of your skill. So if you're no hand trap, no Destiny Draw for me. So that's my opinion. Of course, feel free to play Destiny Draw if you prefer, but I definitely prefer to play this, because sometimes you can have a problem when you've got every Shiny Spectre's Ward in your hands, and maybe you can just begin with the Solitaire. And the problem is that Solitaire can only special summon a SHIRANUI monster from your deck. And this is where the skill comes in handy, because you can just use the skill, recycle a trap from your graveyard, and make one of the Spectre's Ward come back to the deck, so that then you can use the effect of the Solitaire to special summon the SHIRANUI you just sent back to the deck. That's the reason why I prefer that. And of course it really combines very well with the deck, because of course we play tons of traps. That's pretty good. We've got actually pretty stable, pretty common build, right? I mean, we've got the triple Spectre's Ward, and we have actually had a recent nerf, because with Spectre's Ward limited to 3 and the Floodgate limited to 3, we cannot play Floodgate in this deck. But I do not think it's a problem at all. Actually, this deck relies more on stopping your opponent's monsters, maybe better with the Fiendish Chain, because then you can just OTK them with the Shogun Saga play. Then we've got Double Solitaire, because it's limited to 2, of course. Simply one card combo, it's just so good, providing a monster on the field that you can use with your trap, and ensuring him to be in the grave, because when it's in the grave you can banish it alongside the Spectre's Ward to Synchro summon. But when it's banished, you get to summon the Spectre's Ward you just sent to the banish section back on your field, so you have another Synchro summon. Just so good. And then I decided to go with double Godzuki and triple Skull, basically your opener, but even if Godzuki can be better sometimes, just because you can use the effect every turn, while Samurai Skull is only on summon. Samurai Skull in this meta provides extra protection. Why? Because when he leaves the field, not by battle, he lets you special summon a level 4 or lower zombie from your deck, so it's pretty cool. It's a pretty nice effect, and it's actually an if effect, so it does not miss the timing. And what we have next among the traps instead, and here comes the reason why this deck can easily adapt to any kind of meta, because the matter is pretty easy. You've got this Synchro engine, because it is a Synchro engine. You can actually put a rank 4 right here if you can find the spot. You can basically play one of these, but I prefer to play 2. Honestly, you can put in a Malevolent Scene just in case if you find yourself having a lot of level 4 on the field. That was not my case. Oh, thanks to Balista Squad, of course, and you can simply change all the traps we play, actually adapting to the meta. So, for example, I used not to play Kamakat, but then I used to play Regeki Break, but then I switched to Kamakat. Why? Because of Bloom's Eva, of course. So you can simply change the trap, and this deck really is good. It's good also because he has an OTK strategy. He has a lot of protection. He has a comeback from the grave. He has more than one opening monster like Samurai's Call, and so it's really good. So this is my choice for the traps. I mean, triple Balista Squad, because actually with 10 monsters you're gonna have a lot of monsters on the field usually, and this is actually because it's generic, so you can also target spell and trap cards. Then we got double Fiendish Chain, not triple because I do not want to end up being stuck. Then double Kamakat, because of Bloom's Eva, of course, and then we got a Canadian as well that works pretty good combined with Balista Squad. I mean, you can just Canadian Bloom's Eva and then actually using Balista Squad so that she can be destroyed actually when it's face down. And then last but not least, it's like a tech card, Needle Sealing, just in case you have your Archfiend Zombie Skull that makes your zombie type monsters, as they cannot be destroyed by card effects, you can use your Needle Sealing and pop everything on the field, so it's pretty nice. For the extra deck, I've got not only the classic ones with the Samurai Saga, the Hades, and the Shogun Saga. We can actually get rid of the King Hades, but I mean, we got some situation where you do not want your opponent's monster to activate their effect in the grave, like for example, I don't know, Gookie, for example, can be a problem, and King Hades can be a resolution, but you can definitely play it like this and put in a Malevolent Scene. There you go, so you have a play even if you draw only your level 4s. And then I say to play the spicy version with Coral Dragon, that it's a tuner level 6 plus level 6 summoned by the effect of your Spectre's Ward to go into an Onimaru full power. What do I mean by Onimaru full power is that you can summon him with 2 synchro summon monsters, so this means that he is not only indestructible by battle, but he gets this effect anyway. But if you summon with only synchro monsters, what happens is that he becomes a 6k, so 6,000 actually attack when he attacks, but not when he's attacked, so it's pretty cool. And what we have, last but not least guys, just a quick refresh for your OTK strategy. Basically, when you have a Solitaire and a Spectre's Ward in the grave, you have your OTK strategy. You do not need anything else. This OTK strategy works either if your opponent has no monsters, or if your opponent has a monster with actually 2,000 attack or less, of course, because what happens is that you use the effect of the Spectre's Ward to banish the Solitaire in himself to summon the Samurai Saga, then the effect of Solitaire, because it has been banished, activates and lets you special summon the Spectre's Ward. You just banish it back on the field, so you've got a 6 plus a 2, this means hate is coming, Shogun Saga is here, and you can, on summon, he will let you banish a monster from your graveyard. You're gonna banish a Samurai Saga, so he gets the attack of the monster you just banish it, so it becomes a 5,500 attack, plus you have the effect of your Samurai Saga that when it's banished you can target a monster on the field and make it lose 500 attack. So if your opponent has a 2,000 attack minus 500, it becomes a 1,500, and 5,500 minus 1,500 is just 4k, that's why it's lethal. So that's the RTK strategy. So guys, that was all for the explanation. Hope I have not bothered you. So of course, if you have some question, feel free to ask me in the comment section down below, and we can jump right into the replays. Here we go, my boys. I was already a 2-win streak with this, and this was actually a rank up duel from Legend 1 to 2 basically, and we've got, as you can see, pretty good hand. Of course, every time you've got a Solitaire in your starting hand, there's basically nothing better. So, and plus it is a Dark Ward deck, so he activates Dark Ward duellinks and let me discard the Spectre's Ward in his turn. So now I can already use the effect. So look at that, we can just go with Solitaire, summoning another Spectre's Ward from the deck, then using the effect of Spectre's Ward to start Synchro summoning, hold the combo as you can see right here, using the effect of Solitaire to bring out the Spectre's Ward, and then we've got the Shogun Saga to boost himself up and have a little, but he's got the 3 Fortress Ups, so 3 Fortress Ups, right? Yeah, so I get to pop that and then deal only 800 damage, but we are stuck with Tropka. So look at that, he activates that. As soon as he activates the effect, I chain the Ballista Squad to make sure he cannot activate anymore, and nothing, I just summoned Gozuki. I can go even further summoning other stuff because I got, of course, another Spectre's Ward in the grave that I could have the effect of. So keep in mind that that's simply insane. On my 3 win streak, let's see what we've got on Synchro right here and Tuck Genius. So it's got Fly Control, it's him to begin, and let's see, let's just speed this up. It's got the full combo, I guess, Tanky to hard the Werewolf, and the Catapult Dragon to summon the Striker. Then it's got, as you can see, the whole combo with the Star Guardian, and then, as you can see right here, just to end the turn, with him being able to go into a Quarion Grandrax in my turn, right? That's why I went with Samurai Skull, because this said if this face-up card leaves the field because of an opponent's card effect. So this means even if he goes for Quarion Grandrax, little spoiler, is not going to, this will let me special summon a monster from my deck, so I'm chilling. That's why I use the effect, send the Spectre's Ward to the grave, then I've got my only back row right here, Ballista Squad, and he decided to go with Treacherous in the battle phase. Don't ask me why, I did not know. Anyway, I could use the effect of Samurai Skull to summon a Gozuki right here, and I still have protection, because if Gozuki gets destroyed, I can banish another zombie monster from my grave to summon a zombie from my hand, so you have another protection right here. I could pop the Catapult Dragon, and in the end phase, the Striker gets its effect applied, so he can add a Screw Serpent. So let's see where he wants to go. So he's got this Screw Serpent right here to summon the Werewolf, and then Synchro Shogun into Squire Saga. At this point, the only thing that can scares me is the Onimaru, the big Onimaru guy, so I decided to go with the Ballista Squad right here, knowing that even if he changed something, but he didn't, I could just use the effect of Gozuki to summon another guy on the field. So he's got, as you can see right here, nothing. Actually, he could pop nothing with Squire Saga, and I used the effect of Gozuki to summon the Solitaire from my hand. So now I've got my full combo ready, there's nothing you can do, and look at that, of course, all the combos, of course, culminating in Shogun Saga. I could have a normal summon, yeah, I also have a normal summon to perform. Look at that, he just surrendered because he knew. Second on Synchro, look at that, we've got a pretty good hand because we've got our opener. So, but it seems to begin once again, so Synchro always goes first. It's got the Miscellaneous Series with the Booster Raptor, so Star Guardian of course in first turn. It's gonna retrieve the Screw Serpent from the grave. Then you can special summon him with the effect of Star Guardian, Screw Serpent that summons the Booster Raptor back, and he's got actually this. I thought he would have gone for the big guy, the halberd cannon, but he decided not, so that's fine. So Skull to begin with into Spectre's Ward. We've got triple set, we're chilling, we can just start popping. He's got the Morella in the end phase to send the Survivor's End and use the effect to pop one of my back rows and pop his own Booster Raptor. Then in the end phase, let him search for a Tuck Genius monster. So he's got Star Guardian to special summon the Screw Serpent, then he's got all this stuff. So Synchro Shogun into Samurai Destroyer. I don't know why, but as soon as we enter the battle phase, I can just finish chain it, and I'm chilling. There's nothing you can do. And then in the end phase, Ballista Squad, to pop that, there is a survival end. He did activate survival end, but he made a mistake. The only monster here to summon would have been the baby Ceratosaurus, because that, when it's destroyed, it lets you special summon another dinosaur. Why do you want to have another dinosaur on the field? Because that you can use the effect of survival end then in my turn to pop one of my cards. But he didn't. He summoned a Miscellaneous, and this is a problem because now he cannot use the survivor's end from his in my turn, and I got my combo because I've got Gozuki and Sandy Solitaire, and there's nothing more to say. He's got nothing else. I can just go straight up into a Shogun Saga. We can speed things up, but I actually decided to go into the Onimaru play. So of course, Coral Dragon. It is a tuna level 6 plus level 6. They both synchro monsters. So I can go into an Onimaru full effect that is a 6,000 attack when he attacks. There you go. Here we go against Primo. Let's see what we got. So we have one of the best starting end with the Solitaire attributing himself to summon a Spectre's Word, and then we've got Finish Shane and Karma card ready. Of course, I did not set my Canadian just to have something to discard with the Karma card. There you go. I decided to go with the Karma card as soon as he summoned the Blast Spider, but it turned out he has a Forbidden Lens, but he didn't use the effect and did not pop it because of course he was afraid of the effect next turn. But it turned out I have a Samurai Skull right here to send another Solitaire, because now I'm just sending the Spectre's Word with a Synchro summon. And then here was my mistake. I decided to go with Coral Dragon. Don't ask me why, because I do not know. This was definitely a misplay. So he has a Battle Dragon already in his hand, so pretty unfortunate right here. He used the effect, but I can use the Finish Chain, so I'm actually safe right now. So let's see what he's got next. He's got another Blast Spider to pop my Finish Chain, and because he popped his own monster, he can summon another Despacito he already had in his hand, so he can just swing over. But luckily my Coral Dragon let me draw a card when it's destroyed, so we're chilling. And we've got the Spectre's Word effect to go into a Zombie Skull. Why? Because actually I do not want to be popped, you know, this cannot be destroyed by battle. So I summoned him, and then I went with a Spectre's Word, summoning a Gozuki, then Gozuki sending another Spectre's Word, and then I could actually go into an Onimaru, because even if it was not summoned with the 2 Synchro monsters, so the only downside is that he is not a 6,000 attack, it's just 3,000, but 3,000 is enough to take care of this Battle Dragon. So there you go, and just attack into them. He uses the effect, but it tries to pop it, but I mean, it cannot be destroyed by battle, so there's no need for doing that. And then there's nothing else. He has no how to this. He's got the Mechalord Army Deployer to summon a couple of Mechalord Army monster. Then Yugioh right here to use the effect and add an Emperor Wiesel, so that was actually scary. And look at the play, he has got the Treacherous to pop his own monster so that he can actually summon the Wiesel. But I could chain my Canadia. Why? Because now Canadia will be the fuel for my Ballista Squad. As soon as Wiesel hits the field, I can use my Ballista Squad to take care of it, and now there's nothing he can do, just putting that in defense. And now he has no out of this. So I used the skill just to recycle another trap, but I didn't pick any different from the one that I already have in my hand. So, and we already got another effect with the Spectre's Word in the grave, then Solitaire to summon that. We're not done. I just started attacking. I actually thought he would have used the effect, that's why I put this in defense, but he's got nothing else. He can't do anything, so that's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Last but not least, my 5th win in a row. This was another rank up from Legend Rank 2 to 3. Let's see what we got. We've got, again, Solitaire to begin with. You know, the thing is that we basically have 7 cards that can be considered as opener, because we've got 2 Gozukis, 3 Samurai Skull, and 2 Solitaire. That's insane. So As you can see, keeping my Canadian in my hands to have something to discard for the karma card, but unluckily he's got the Typhoon right on my karma card, but that's fine. He's got the Genghis, first summon, he's only got 2 cards in his hands, and then I decided to Ballista Squad just to not let him pop anything, you know, use the effect, because if he summons something else, then he can use the effect of Genghis to summon another monster from the graveyard, and then now he's just dead. There's nothing he can do, unless he's got, I don't know, a Kuribo, because I can just use the effect of Spectre's Ward, summoning the Solitaire, summoning the Samurai Saga, then the effect of Solitaire to special summon the Spectre's Ward, another Synchro Shogun, 5500, and there's nothing you can do, guys. This deck still claps, as the guy who requested it actually was already realized. So this deck is pretty good, and it will be good because I told you guys the engine will be always the same, and you can just adjust your traps depending on the meta we are going through. So guys, that was all for today's video. Hope the guy that asked for it was happy. Of course guys, you can follow his example. If you have some question, of course, if you have some requests, feel free to ask me whatever you want in the comment section down below. Thanks a lot for watching, and as always, see you in the next one.